in the female, first of all, the external genitalia, which you went over. Okay. The outer labia here, these are called the labia majora, if you see right here. Okay. You can also see them on this as well. Let me put it together. Labia majora.
Okay.
Okay. And then within that are the labia minora. That's what these are. You can see them here perhaps a little better. Here and here. Labia minora. Okay?
Okay.
On this one you lost part of the labia majora, but you can see the labia minora there and there. Okay. Now within that, the little cavity, probably better seen here, this is the vestibule, this cavity between the labia minora. There are two openings into that. The anterior opening is this one, which is the external urethral orifice through which urine is discharged from the urethra. The posterior one is the vaginal orifice through which uterine secretions and vaginal secretions are discharged. This, of course, is the vagina. This is also called the birth canal because that's where the baby will be expelled on a vaginal delivery. Okay, this, of course, the pubic bone. Here is the clitoris. You can also see it right here. That's the female organ that's comparable to the male penis. It also has a rectal tissue. And there are folds of the labia minora that kind of protect, kind of wrap around it. Here's one of the labia minora here. Again, this is the clitoris. Okay. Now, as far as the ovaries, that's what these yellow things are. Okay. You can also see them over here too. Okay. Right there. And then the cord here that anchors the ovary to the uterus, right here, and right here in yellow, that's the ovarian ligament. Okay. This pink tube, which kind of drapes over the ovary, is the oviduct. You can also call it uterine tube. You can call it fallopian tube. Same thing over here. So here's the fallopian tube, uterine tube, or oviduct. That's what picks up the egg at ovulation from the body cavity and carries it to the uterus. Now the expanded end of the oviduct, which you see here and here, that's the infundibulum. And the little finger-like projections that you see coming off of that, okay, which are ciliated, those are called fimbriae. And the cilia help to draw the egg in to the oviduct, because it's actually released in the body cavity. And this thing is not physically attached, the oviduct, to the ovary. It just kind of drapes over it, kind of hangs over it. So actually there's a little space there where it's actually in the body cavity. You want to make sure it gets into the oviduct. Sometimes it doesn't, and if it gets fertilized, then you got an ectopic pregnancy.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. And sometimes the egg will pass down the fallopian tube or oviduct, but it can't go all the way because maybe there's scarring from an STD or something. And it gets fertilized and you got a tubal pregnancy.
So the function of the fimbriae is to
draw
get
the
that egg in there.
Draw the egg in by the ciliary action.
Wow, okay.
And then the interior of the oviduct also has cilia, which helps to move it along.
Okay.
And also, of course, there's muscle in the wall, which helps to move it along by peristalsis. Okay, because the egg is non-mobile, it doesn't have a flagella like the sperm.
Right.
Okay, so it's got to be moved passively. Okay, and the uterus, this of course is uterus in section. Here it is, intact. Now the uterus itself consists of three regions, which I'd like you to know. This dome-shaped portion here, that's the fundus. The body is the middle part here, and the distal part, which projects into the vagina here, that's the cervix, uterine cervix. Okay. And you can also see it here. There's the fundus, the body, and the cervix. Of course, that's the vagina again.
Okay.
Now you also need to know the layers of the wall. The lining, which we see here in pink, you also see it here. That's the endometrium. That's where the embryo will implant if fertilization occurs. Then you got the thick muscular layer, the middle layer, that's the myometrium, that's smooth muscle. And then the very thin outer layer, okay, that covers the uterus where it faces the body cavity, that's the parametrium. And it's basically synonymous with the visceral peritoneum. Remember, many of the organs in the abdominal pelvic cavity cover with the peritoneum. The visceral peritoneum covers the organ, and much of the wall is lined with parietal peritoneum. Like we've seen before, it's a serous membrane. Okay? Okay, anything else? Oh, suspending the uterus, there are the ligaments. Now the first ligament you see here is this one. That's the round ligament. That anchors the uterus to the body wall.
This Right here?
Right,
This.
label number 17.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Okay,
I
there'll be
didn't
one
see
on the
that
other
fault
side too.
before.
All right, this flat one here, you can see it's cut away at the leading edge. That's the broad ligament. That drapes over the uterus, also helps to anchor the ovary itself, anchors them to the body wall again. But see,
Okay.
it's nice and flat. This one's round and this one's flat, so it's called the broad ligament.
Okay.
And there's the
Is
round
that
ligament.
shown on the other model or just this one?
Well, it's here, but it's not
Not
horizontal.
as-
You can see it's part of it right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it's actually here. Here's the edge of it. That'd be part of the round ligament there.
Okay.
They probably do it on
But
this one.
yeah,
It's more
that one's
obvious.
easier to see.
Yeah. Okay.
That it?
I think that about does it.
Oh, thank you so
Yep.
much.